Hi everyone, this is Ariella, and I just wanted to introduce to you my course. So my e-learning course is called How Anyone Can Use ChatGPT by OpenAI. And the goal of this course was to teach beginners how to navigate ChatGPT and also how to structure words more efficiently to get the best possible answers or solutions from the AI language model. So in the beginning of this course, I introduce an agent that is present throughout the entire course. Her name is Lily, and she is a new ChatGPT learner. So I thought this would make her more relatable to learners since they are just starting as well. Introducing an agent aligns with the personalization principle. So it's a great idea to incorporate this principle in courses because it creates a sense of social interaction and makes the content more relatable to the learner. After introducing Lily, I introduced ChatGPT briefly by just listing a few things that the AI language model can do. So there is also auditory narration throughout the course, which aligns with the modality principle. As you can see from the screenshot here, I used an AI matrix computer theme, and I am consistent with this theme throughout the course. Also, although the coherence principle is more about eliminating extraneous content, it's still applicable here because the principle indirectly emphasizes the importance of maintaining a consistent design throughout the course because it does reduce the cognitive load, so that would help the learners focus on the essential content. Next, I followed the multimedia principle here, although this principle is pretty much on nearly every slide. But here I included a screenshot of what ChatGPT looks like. I created a very simple animation of squares that pop up over a specific area when the narrator mentions a feature to give learners a clear visual depiction of where the features are located. So you don't see this animation on this slide, but once the animation completes, we have our first interactive activity, which is what you're seeing here. I made this simple as well to not overwhelm learners, but all we have here are numbers on different areas of the screen. And when you click on them, it shows a written explanation of what each area's features are. So next I include examples. There are two video examples here that just show what a back and forth conversation would look like with ChatGPT. The learner does have full control here and can decide whether to watch the whole video or go back to the previous slide. Now, the fun part is where I included an interactive game. And this part was super fun to create because it was my first time ever doing this. And I honestly did not think I could do it at first, but it was very exciting when the final game actually worked and did what I wanted it to do. So here, the learner will see a game board and they simply click on one of the pins on this little computer chip type game board. It's the image on the right, and then a question pops up. So they answer the questions and it shows them whether it's right or wrong with some feedback for each response. And once they finish, they can either play again if they want to, or they can skip and move ahead. Now, after the game, they have some branch scenarios, like real life scenarios for more practice. Learners can choose between two responses, and based on their response, they either continue the current conversation or move on to a new conversation. And finally, the quiz where we assess learning. So there are 10 questions and a score of 80% is required to pass. The course doesn't complete until there is a passing grade. So that is my course currently, but there are a few changes that I'd like to make based on the feedback that I've received. And there are some basic design changes I want to make, including making some of the buttons or other design elements more instinctual, because I did receive feedback that the buttons weren't really clear that they were buttons. So that's one example of the basic design changes I want to make. One of the most major changes is the quiz assessment because I did get some feedback that some of the questions are a bit difficult to answer and the quiz is kind of hard to pass. So I think I made the questions a bit more about critical thinking and language logic rather than the actual use of ChatGPT, which is kind of a big deal because I really want to make sure that the learner or the learning objectives are met, and I don't want to discourage students with a difficult quiz either. But yes, that is my project, and I am looking forward to continuing to work on this course. And I hope you enjoyed the presentation and thank you for watching. Take care.